Say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Drum roll, please. Hi, Hunnies. I tried to be not. I said I didn't want to be the person to be like, welcome back to my channel, yeah. But welcome back. So I just wanted to kind of start this video off by saying thank you to everybody who watched my first video. It was so nerve-wracking, and I actually had so much good feedback. I went into work the next day and there were so many people that I didn't even know would have watched it, and I was like so humbled and so grateful that you guys took 10 minutes out of your life to watch me literally talk about pretty much nothing. But I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because I am really grateful, and you guys made the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done so rewarding, and it just reiterated why I should have done this so much longer ago. But so thank you so much. So today I told you that every Wednesday I'm gonna be dropping bombs, dropping a new vlog, and I'm actually gonna call this little segment that I'm gonna drop Wednesdays called blogs. So I thought of that idea. I used to have a blog online. It was called like 20 something, and I love writing, but saying my stuff out loud kind of helps my brain process a little bit faster. So I decided to call these blogs, and blog stands for Basic Lessons on Growth. So it's gonna be about things that have happened and experiences in my life that changed my life, that I want to kind of share with you guys, and in the hopes that maybe you'll take something away from it and implement it in your life, or make you think a little bit differently, or whatever it may be. I just think that they were really transformative, and I want to share that with people. So today, drum roll please, blog is, it's gonna be about struggle. I think that people find that this is such a dirty word these days, and nobody wants to show people the behind the scenes that I feel like everybody has. You know, Instagram is this huge highlight reel, like I always say, and I really want to start doing just a life reel about me. I don't want it to just be the highlights of my life. I want it to be every part of my life, because I think that's just, I wish more people would do that, because it's just real. And you understand, you don't compare, because you understand that people have more than just one side of their life where they're always on vacation or whatever, and blah blah blah. There's struggle behind all of that highlight. I'm gonna kind of do something that's a bit more vulnerable of a topic for me personally, and kind of talk about something that I have been struggling with for the past, well, since I moved here. So I'm just gonna go in a little bit about that. I think the reason why I've been really putting off stuff like Instagram posting videos about my workouts and stuff is I didn't think I would get emotional. My current living situation, it's something a lot of people don't know about me, and I'm not bringing this up to the surface for people to feel bad for me or anything like that. I just want to kind of use my living situation and where I've been the last, like, I guess it could be better part of 8 months, as reference to myself, that like everybody struggles, and I'm gonna honestly just come out and say, like, the last couple months, like, I've struggled. It's been tough. So for those of you who don't know, my ex-boyfriend and I broke up like mid-September, and I moved from Halliburton to Georgetown to be, it's so cheesy, closer to my best friend. Haley, if you're watching, I'm talking about you, baby. And it was a sporadic breakup. Didn't see it come, like, whatever, doesn't matter. It's not the point. So I moved into a place that I'm super grateful for, but let's just say I've been camping for the last 8 months. And what I mean by that is, as of right now, I live in the upper part of a garage, and at first I was like, it's not gonna be that bad. So what I mean by upper part of garage, I call it the loft to make it sound prestigious. But I don't have a bathroom. I don't have a kitchen. I don't have running water. Basically I have a bedroom. I climb up a ladder. It's good for the quads, to get into my room, and that's my current living situation. So for the last, I would say, yeah, so since basically October I've been here. The winter was rough. There was countless nights that my room was -10, and I had to toss a lot of layers on and sleep in my coat, and it was cold. One night my heater, it's not insulated. I have a heater, but our winters here in Canada are super cold, so one night my heater shut off when I was away at training, and I got back and it was 10 o'clock at night. My heater shut off. It's like -40 out. It's probably like -10 or 15 in here. Heater kicked back on. By the time I was going to bed, it was like maybe -6 in here. And you know, like at that time I was just like, you know, this fucking sucks. Do I sleep in my car with my car running? What do I do? I didn't know. I don't like to burden anybody, but I chose to live here to hopefully get my career going and to be closer to a city. I'm from a really small town, so moving from Halliburton, which is a small town, back home with my parents, it just, that's not the reason why my boyfriend and I broke up at the time. I wanted to start pursuing my dreams, and it just didn't seem logical. So anyways, that's why I'm living here. And yeah, so the winter was hard. So, and like I said, it's been a long time. I'm not unhappy where I'm living. It's nice to kind of live by myself. I have my own little world here, but it is very hard. So why I'm kind of saying this is not because I want people to feel bad for me, and I don't want people to be like, I'm trying to get pity. I'm not doing that at all, but I'm trying to say that struggling makes things so much more in perspective. I see this has humbled me so much living here, and yeah, I'm getting emotional. And I just have realized how little things and materialistic things have value. Every day I see people taking for granted things that other people wish they had. And some nights, yeah, I had to go to the bathroom outside for the better part of eight months, and that's okay. I'm not embarrassed by it, and I'm not saying I'm not embarrassed by it at all. You do what you have to do, but people take for granted having a bathroom, getting up in the middle of the night, being able to use water, having to cook here. Before I started working at Good Life, I didn't have a kitchen, so I had to try to make one here. And I had a toaster oven, and I had to cook everything in there, and I have a bucket that I had to boil water and put soap in to wash dishes, and I had to be super creative with making this a functional living space, and also not letting my fitness goals go to shit, and gaining a bunch of weight and eating out all the time, and getting back to being really unhappy with myself. I had to kick my own ass and get myself up, and people are how do you get up so early? It's one, I have to, because as soon as I'm up, I need to go somewhere that I can go to the bathroom, and that's okay. Some days it's exhausting having you up at 4:30 in the morning, going right to the gym, working all day there, training people, working myself out, going to my second job. And I'm not saying this because I have so much going on. No, I'm saying this to try to humble somebody else to know, you don't know what everybody's going through, and that's okay. But there's no fucking excuse to not reach your goals. And I was telling my one friend, she was really upset about where she is, and it was really humbling that I wasn't trying to tell her my story to make her feel bad about herself, but she said to me, and it was something that really stuck, and it's something that everybody should realize, is that somebody somewhere has it worse and they're still reaching their goals. And she was like, Summer, the fact that you're living in that situation and yet you can still do what you're doing, I have no fucking excuse. And she's right. And that's the way I think, is that, yeah, I have I'm not gonna say I'm homeless, because I'm not. I have 4 walls over my head, and I have a heater, and I have a blanket, and I have means. But there is people that have less than I do, and I already have less than most people, and yet they are still doing everything they need to do to be happy in their life. And like, this is going on longer than I expected, but it was just, it's whatever. But I just wanted to kind of, you know, tell people my story and show them that, like, Instagram's a lens, and this is something nobody really like, my close friends know where I live, and yeah, like, it's just taught me so much, and like, it has humbled me so much about the little things in life. Like, nothing gets me really that worked up anymore, because it's so irrelevant. Like, I'm grateful that I have a bed, and I'm grateful that for like things that, like, I'm grateful that I have a job that I can go to, and I'm grateful for the people in my life who support me, even though like I am struggling. Like, everybody struggles. I'm not embarrassed to use the word struggle. But being in, like, yes, I'm tired. Yes, I'm exhausted living here. Everything in my life takes 10 extra steps than it normally would if I was living in a situation where I had a kitchen that I could meal prep and cook properly for the last 10 months. And it makes me laugh so much, because I do have, and I'm not just like, I do have quite a few people that are like, oh my god, your food looks so good. And little do you know that I have been cooking my meals, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, and my snacks at Good Life in a microwave or in a toaster oven for the last 7 months. I microwave everything. I eat frozen vegetables and rice and whatever the fuck vegan meat I can grab, and like, I make it work. And it like doesn't taste bad. I make things taste good, but I simplified all of my recipes because, you know, I had to figure out a way to be happy and still be fit, like into fitness and eating properly. I don't want to fill my body with a bunch of takeout and garbage just because I don't have a kitchen. So to wrap this around, I guess, is that, you know, stop using excuses. And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm a pretty blunt person, because like life, everything I've been through has just really shown me that like there's nothing to ever complain about. Like, you're fucking breathing, and you're up, and you're awake, and you can go to a job, and you could see your family, and you like, there's nothing you can complain about, because just don't just do what you need to do to be who you want to be. And if you keep saying that, oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have this, I don't have that, you know, I could say that too. I have 2 jobs. I live literally in a shack, which is cool. I like it. It's cute and homey, whatever. But I don't use them as excuses, and I try not to. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie and say that it's a fucking breeze living without basic necessities. It's hard, and I didn't think I'd be doing it for this long, but I have been. And you know, I try to always look like at the glass half full instead of the glass half empty. If I thought of everything I don't have right now in my life, I would be fucking miserable. And I have so many amazing things, and I wake up every day with a smile on my face, even if there's one thing. But yeah, so on the bright side, like, and this is what I wanted to get at, and the point I wanted to get at, other than like stop making excuses, because excuses are bullshit, is that I've learned that you have to struggle, and you have to just keep pushing through that struggle. Like, if it might feel like quicksand, it might feel like mud, and you're just treading, and you're just consistent, but keep treading. I'm promising you. And it's been 9 months that I've been here. I have been looking for an apartment and a place to live, and like, Georgetown's super expensive, and it's hard, and like, I'm trying to look for a place with my best friend. I can't move out on my own. It's not that easy. I don't have the financial stability right now to go out on my own and pay $1,500 a month for an apartment, but that's okay. So I kept looking, and kept I kept treading, I kept swimming, and it turns out, like, and we had an apartment. Like, I got my hopes up, it fell through. I tried to not let it bug me, because I was just so excited to not live here anymore. And even though it was 8 months, we luckily found a place, and we move in like a month, and I'm like literally so fucking grateful that I held out, and I, you know, like I get to like move out, and it's sad because as soon as we got told that we could get the apartment, I bawled my eyes out, and it was just for the fact that, and it sounds so stupid, but I'm just so happy that I can get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom, and I can get up in the middle of the night, or not in the middle of the night, I'm not meal prepping at 12, but I can meal prep, and I love to cook. I went to school to be a chef, and like that's something I'm really passionate about, and I haven't been able to do any of that in the last 8 months, and it really dawns on me. But I'm grateful that I'm gonna have a place of my own, and I get to live with my best friend, and it's like a new chapter. But I wouldn't be this grateful or this emotional over it if I didn't struggle to get it. And my mom always said, like, you never appreciate things unless you have to work for them yourself. You know, like your parents give you a car when you're 16 and you drive the shit out of it and you don't appreciate it and you leave garbage in it. But then when you have to buy your own car, nobody can eat in it, and you always drive the speed limit, and there's always gas in the tank, and you always get your oil changed, and it's like, it's true. So I'm gonna wrap this up. And I'm just gonna say, you know, the message I'm trying to get across with this one is that utilize your struggles and embrace them, because at the end of the struggle is a fucking rainbow, and it's gonna make you feel like you literally just won the lottery, even if it's something so small like getting an apartment or being able to just stop treading for a minute, you know, like, but tread until you reach where you need to go, and life will bless you with the things that you've been working hard for. You just have to be patient. Nothing happens overnight. So I hope, this is way longer than I thought it would be, but stay tuned, because once I move into my apartment, there's going to be tons more stuff, food videos, workout videos. Yeah, like I hope that through this channel I can have an outlet for myself, but I also can hopefully have an outlet that inspires other people to just be okay with who they are and the struggles they go through, and hopefully you can relate to things that I'm going through. Maybe there's another person in this world that's living in a cute little garage, and they're just like, shit, I'm alone, and you're not. Hopefully through this channel I can show everybody that we're all pretty similar, and we're all pretty much on the same page, and we all struggle, and we all have shit, and yeah, so stay tuned. Catch you later.